Welcome to Go Fund Yourself. Watch up-and-coming entrepreneurs step into the spotlight to pitch their businesses to you. This is not ordinary TV. Welcome to interactive TV. Like what you see? Scan the on-screen code with your mobile device to invest in any of these businesses right now, in real time. Like their products? Buy them in real time while you watch the show. Every week, we present new opportunities for you to consider. Every week, you decide whether to help make their dreams come true or tell them to go fund yourself. Now, meet the Titans, accomplished business leaders, visionaries, and experts ready to challenge every claim and every pitch as you analyze these opportunities. Introducing Rory Kataya. Jason Waller. And David Meltzer. This isn't just entertainment. This is opportunity. And you are in control. This is Go Fund Yourself.
Our guest Titan entrepreneurs are Dr. Lacey Book and Kevin Morris. Here to welcome the team from Kribsavup.
My name is Timothy Griggs. I'm the CEO and founder of Kribsavup.
I'm Andrew. I'm a financial analyst at Kribsavup.
It's a social fintech application that prepares users for homeownership.
Welcome to Go Fund Yourself.
Hello, my name is Timothy Griggs. I'm a mortgage real estate broker investor for over 25 years.
And I'm Andrew. I'm a financial analyst at Kribsavup.
Welcome.
Kribsavup, slang for saving for a home. Formerly The Good Store, TGS. We rebranded over the last year to make it inviting and speak the message of actually what the app is designed to do. The app is on the market now on Google Play and App Store. I've bootstrapped this app with all the compliance. We're dealing with credit and with all of the banking APIs.
Timothy, just 1 second, because I want to make sure that the people watching this understand the value proposition here. So when you talk about APIs, let's explain to people that what that means is this app can connect directly to their individual bank accounts.
With that, a huge concern is data protection. So we want to make sure that the users know that we have a bank level security. The financial model of our app is subscription. So we have a $9.99 version, and we also have a $24.99 version.
Timothy, can I ask you a question? The business description here says, Kribsavup mobile app makes home buying easier by helping you save and budget smarter. It offers personalized plans to help first-time buyers reach their goals. With Kribsavup, homeownership is more manageable and less stressful. If you can take that piece and say that for the audience watching in a 15, 20-second people will understand what they're looking for. Or we can ask this and pull it out of you.
And so you guys are really lucky because Lacey not only is one of the world's best business coaches, especially with startups in service, but more importantly, she wins competitions all the time. What are you seeing?
So I think the biggest thing we need is a little bit more simplicity from you. So just tell us, who is the app for and what's the number one biggest problem that it solves? And let's start there, and then you can talk about how you're unique.
The number one problem that it solves is home ownership, okay? Being such a challenge in these days with high prices and users not being able to qualify because of their credit or not having enough finances.
And Timothy, isn't it true that right now, if you're not a qualified buyer, no one's gonna even talk to you where the market is today? You have to be a qualified buyer to even be able to get anywhere in real estate.
34.4% of Americans aren't homeowners, right? So we have this 34.4%, they're either renting or they're homeless, but whatever it is, they're not putting capital towards their home, which is a large indicator of wealth in America. And even more shocking, the millennial generation, I believe it was a study in 2023, around 44% of them don't own their homes as well, right?
So Andrew, walk me through an experience. I just, sold a house that we had, and we won't let anyone see our house unless they're qualified, right? They've got to have proof of income. They've got to be qualified. So I get it. It's hard to do that. And then we're buying a house, so you got to jump through the hoops and do all the things. But for a first-time home buyer, walk through quickly what it looks like to the app. They get on and they do what?
As soon as you get on the app, right, you immediately input your banking information through Plaid, the API, which is a very well-known and secure API. And then for credit reporting, we're using credit reporting services based in San Francisco. So a lot of people are going into the homeownership process, believing that the lender themselves is gonna tell them, this is how you get a home. You gotta go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps, right? They find out quickly that nobody tells them how to get a home. So that's why we wanna be there for them. We wanna guide them through the whole process. And we wanna be essentially just a mentor through the app.
If I want to invite a family member and we want to save for a home together, hey, why not do it together?
So you pick who you're gamifying with.
Yes, exactly. So we're on a leaderboard. Now I have my cousin, and that I may need more income to qualify for that home. I may not do it on my own. Now I can bring someone else in to help me qualify for that home. And not necessarily just for the home that you want to purchase for yourself. They can even do this for investment properties. We have groups within the application where they can create groups. You can create a family group within the application, and you can save together and get to that point where you can buy an investment property.
So tell me, how many users do you have right now?
We just rolled out this new version with those features that I think really differentiates us from other budgeting apps. Right now, before that, we had about 2,000 users. So we're new, and we're looking to scale, and that's why we're here.
Well, check out Timothy. All of a sudden came alive. What do you think? Good for you.
You
right.
asked the right questions.
Hey,
Look what you got.
Good.
Way to go, buddy.
Glad to see it.
The question I had was, you mentioned you do have different pricing models. So I think there's a free or freemium version, and then of course you can pay for I think it's $9.99, $24.99. Walk me through the features that are sort of, each pricing model has, and then also like what's in the roadmap? What are you looking to build next? Because obviously you're raising money, so the product's not done.
For the free, it's actually a free 1-month trial. And then this will essentially give you all the budgeting features, but it won't give you the credit reporting features at first. And then as you go into the $9.99 version, this is our basic plan. It's gonna come with credit reporting.
Is that a year or a month?
It's a month, yeah. It's gonna come with all this credit reporting, be able to link all your banking information, see your income coming in, budget, the financial leaderboards that we talked about. And then as you go into the premium plan, the $24.99 one, this is gonna include things such as the net worth builder and just a lot more additional features.
The $24.99 also brings in investments in the budgeting platforms. The groups, we're going to be bringing in products, lenders that within that space.
So your forecast includes app revenue, obviously from the users, but also advertising and affiliate revenue over time.
Exactly.
So you can, as you build up a large user base, that's going to be a big part of your revenue stream. But, you're going to have relationships where if you refer someone to a lender, you're going to, you may get a referral fee of some sort.
Yes.
So what sets us apart is this ability to go from buyer to lender directly without having to go through a bank, without having to go through this entire process that it's really gatekept to a lot of the younger generation and certain, minorities. So
I would have led off with this.
That should have been the opening
that's actually
statement
really,
right there.
I would have led off with that, definitely.
Let me see if I understand correctly. That part of the platform is not currently built out yet. Is that correct? So
We are planning to put into development for
Okay.
in the next few months.
So gentlemen, we are on Go Fund Yourself. And so you're asking for funds and some investment. What exactly will you be utilizing that capital for?
First of all, obviously the development of this lender to user market. And then after that, we're gonna be mainly focusing on marketing, mainly TikTok and Instagram, as this is where a majority of our audience is gonna be.
I would make one other suggestion. I would reach out to Lacey or Jason and have them be an advisor of some sort, whether they're compensated or not, via equity or whatever. But you need someone like Jason or Lacey that is involved in the company in an advisory role.
Yes.
And then also has the capability then to actually pitch for you.
Get your campaign together when you're ready to really roll. Sounds like you're there. I like this. All right, well, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Okay.
Great job.
All right.
Thank you.
By investing in Kribsavup, you're investing in the future generations. You're actually investing in them so that they can prepare to improve their future and their lives.
One piece of feedback that I really took to heart was that we should first market ourselves as the budgeting app for home ownership with this lending platform, and make sure that this that our lending feature is really put on display as our number one thing.
And now, Brandon Beard, founder and CEO of Music Habitat.
What makes Music Habitat unique is its sole focus is on the independent musician. It's about connecting venues, artists, and fans all together in a unique habitat so everybody can thrive financially. It's time to get serious about it and start changing people's lives. What's going on?
All right.
What's up?
Yeah, nice to meet you guys. Brandon Beard, I am the CEO and founder of Music Habitat. Music Habitat's sole mission is to provide opportunities for independent musicians. Be shocking to know that there's 26.4 million independent musicians in America alone. The mass majority, 99% of those numbers that I gave you, can't buy groceries. I know because I lived it. I hated music for a long time because of what it did to our family. But now, surprisingly, I'll tell you, I married a musician, and I'm also a musician, so things come full circle. But
Well,
before
you just
that,
left us hanging there. What do you mean? What did it do to your family?
you know, I grew up in a musical family. My dad's a musician. We had a really tough life. I love my father, and I'm building this platform for my father and the millions of people that are also a part of it. It's hard for these musicians. I mean, they're playing late nights, they're lugging things around, they're making $150. It's been a long time since anybody disrupted the music business. And that's my intention, is to build a platform that supports artists. It's a free platform for artists. They can go and they can sign up on the platform. One of the hardest things to do as an artist is to actually find out who does the booking. Seems so simple. So what we're solving is this connectivity, and I'll tell you how that works with the actual venues in just a second, but they're gonna be able to book more gigs. They're gonna be able to make money. There'll be drop shipping merchandise stores automatically for these artists. Also, having the ability to invite people to private. So we have a streaming section on our deal, a video streaming platform. They're gonna be able to accept tips. Remember I told you this is a platform that solves all the problems, so we have to solve all the problems. And so it's an all-encompassing platform for artists, book more gigs, make more money, connect with more fans, and really just live out their dreams.
Just a question.
Yes,
This
sir.
is an app, not a web-based.
It is an app.
Can I download the app and do I have to pay for it? Is it free? Can I go watch artists?
The app is 100% free to the users.
Okay. And where are you in the life cycle of the business right now?
We have a prototype. And we are now currently raising funds to actually bring it to a beta market and do testing.
Can they do a concert like in their garage? You were mentioning they don't have to go to a facility. So I'm trying to envision this. This is kind of like a movement, like a culture movement. And I'm an artist, not in real life, I'm pretending I'm an artist.
What kind of artist is he dating?
You don't want to know.
So I thought it looks like Bono.
I was just thinking the same
I'm
thing.
going to say
Anyways.
I'm just gonna be positive.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jason.
Draw,
Ignore them.
I can't paint, can't read, but I'm an artist. So what I'm sitting here thinking is I'm going to play guitar. I'm going to sing a song. I do it in my garage. I log into this app. If Kevin or Dave or anybody wants to listen to my stuff, I can choose to charge. I can choose not to charge just to build a following. They can tip, et cetera, et cetera. Am I reading this right?
You are spot on, and not to mention that most artists might just be sitting there with a guitar in their garage. You might have full bands, but either way, the connectivity is there for them to do
This
these.
is a cool thing. I think it is cool.
And most of them are not marketing experts, and that's no dig on musicians. I happen to be a little bit different because I came from the corporate world in the music business and all kind of other things. And so education is key too. That guy he doesn't understand that he can go out and go live on Facebook or any of these other platforms, and they might try it, but it's clumsy at best.
Well, you can't get tipped on Facebook.
Even through COVID, we learned that they blacked you out if you put a link to your.
Is there a business here? What do you think, Kevin?
Yeah. I mean, I think so. Again, I'm not in the music industry, but I do see the value there. I mean, we all know at this table, we can all have great ideas, but execution is probably more than half the battle. What does the timeline look like over the next few years, and how you plan to actually layer in these features and acquire a community?
So venues have a very large problem too. How do they communicate with people in their community? I've visited with thousands of venues. We have thousands of venues in waiting that are going to pay a subscription of $200 a month for this service. Why would they pay $200 a month? It's because we're not only allowing them to communicate with potential artists, we're allowing them to communicate with fans. Restaurants want the same thing artists want. They want butts in the seats, and they want to sell drinks and food. This is the way that it'll flow. Venue A says, hey, I'm in need of a rock artist or a country artist for February 25th. Automatically sends that out to any artist in that area that's under that genre. Artist says, yep, I'm available. I'd like to have that gig. Now they're communicating together. The venue can check them out. They say, yes, we're good on the price. This is what we charge. Boom. It's a closed transaction that's done on our platform. And after that, the fans are notified, because these fans that signed up, they're saying, I want to know about country music at this particular venue. That's the opportunity for the venues, is now they have the ability, booking a gig, to communicate with all these people, and they can almost ensure themselves that the people that love that type of music will at least know about it. And that's, if you're all business guys, that's half the battle.
I'm in. I want it. I want this. To Kevin's point, when is this available?
I have to raise $250,000. We're a $10 million valuation. With that, though, that gets us into completion. It gets it on the streets for beta testing, and it gets us into revenue.
So from data funding, when is it done?
I can have it on the streets in 4 months.
Lacey, what do you think of this?
So I'm actually heavily involved in the development of a music app. It's called Queued Up, but it solves a very different problem. So I have a lot of questions around this.
Great.
So for me, what really differentiates you is this venue piece. But my thought is, can you tell me the number again of how many independent artists are
26 million.
26 million musicians out there that could be potentially utilizing this application. At some point, we're going to have a major saturation issue. The venue's not going to be able to field all of these, I want to get on stage. How do we fix that piece of it? Otherwise, it doesn't actually do that for the musician.
I love that. Can I just jump in for a second just
Sure.
to clarify? So I understand what you're saying. It sounds like what will happen, and correct me if I'm wrong, is that the ones that end up on stage will only be the best of the best because of the competition. But for everyone else that maybe is second best, they could still perform and get paid in front of an audience, but it's virtual. And probably many more, I will certainly go to many more virtual, performances than I will live, performances in places. So isn't that just as good?
Even the venue is they book better talent. And
Right.
so that's the value to the venue. Then on the other side, the value of having and knowing who at the venue to book not only facilitates getting better talent at the venue, but it attracts more musicians because they feel as if I now have a fair shot at getting to that venue, which then elevates the advertising and marketing dollars because you have more musicians, which then creates more following, the users. And so I see the ecosphere that you're creating and where the dollars are coming from. So I think to clarify,
I would love to speak to your point really quick with Discord and some of the other tools. We're not We have no real IP. We're not inventing a new thing. What we're doing is bringing pieces of everything together in one business model to where the artist, they can share out to Discord. They can, we're building in third-party APIs with Spotify. We're not trying to replace the music streaming service, not now. We will go to battle one day, but we're not that stupid currently. But I want to clarify what a venue is, because I think that's super important. This isn't the Lakers facility or whatever it's called. This isn't some of your big places. This is mom and pop. This is
a local club.
These are local
bars.
clubs.
Yeah.
And what they want to be introduced to cool and unique artists. But again, there's nobody that solved the real problem. And that's, how do we put money in the small person's pocket and let them do what they love all the time? There are so many opportunities to actually pay artists what they're worth through streaming, through concerts. And the problem is there's just too many people that are comfortable. And so you need someone like me to go and kick somebody in the pants and say, let's go change some stuff.
So people are watching this right now and they're saying, you know what, that is really cool. I'm kind of like on the fence. I think I might want to do this. What would you tell that person right now to get them to say, yeah, I'm gonna scan the code on the screen right now and make a contribution. I'm going to invest in this. What would you tell them right now?
I would tell them that this is about people. This is about people that just happen to be musicians. And this is one way to affect change and to affect people's lives in a positive way. And so you can look at it as just another investment, but it's so much more. Our whole world is at our fingertips. They all love music in different kind of shapes and forms. And so getting involved, it's not a question if you should, you should.
I would tell them it's aligned with my mission, which is if you want to make a lot of money, help a lot of people, and have a lot of fun, it's at the highest level in all three of those.
Yeah.
That's why I would invest.
Agree. Thank you for saying that. It's better than I could have said it.
All right, great. Thank you very much.
Great job.
Good job.
Thank you so
Thank you. Awesome.
I don't think it could have gone any better. I mean, I would say that every one of the Titans is a music lover. They made it obvious that some of them are not actually musicians. It's just so good to get input from these type of entrepreneurs and these type of winners. It's a renewed passion that I can really buckle down and get this on the street so I can start helping people.
So I'm like online trying to figure out, well, are there any local clubs that have a rock band performing? And it's always so hard to find. This would be really cool for that. I see this. I see there's something here. I don't really completely understand the revenue model yet. Maybe, Kevin, what do you think?
Again, I think it feels like there's a great fit for this. To me, it's, is $250,000 enough to get him to where he needs to go? I mean, love his energy, love his passion for it. And so I think with well capitalized, I think he could have a lot of success.
I look for someone who has a desire that's definite in its purpose, and with the right capitalization and the right valuation, which is, please, audience, look for yourself. It's available publicly. Then I think he has a great chance to funding himself.
Anything that can solve multiple areas for individuals is powerful in my book. So I really loved that it solved more than what he actually thought it did.
I think you're right. Definitely something here. All right, cool.
I do think about saving for a home, yeah.
I definitely entertain the idea.
If there was an app that would help me save up for a house, I would be into it, yeah.
It seems really tough to break into the music industry.
Yeah, I'd be totally down for musicians getting their money.
If you're on the side of musicians, scan this code.
Just scan that code.
So if you're watching this right now and you're as excited about this as we are, and what he's saying really resonates with you, scan that QR code that you're seeing on the screen right now and show your support.